the first step.
Sure.
Avoid isolating yourself. Find, even if it's just one person that you can talk to. So the speaking stage, the place where you opening up and accepting your situation, that's the first step of recovery.
Okay. So maybe what advice can you give maybe a youth who is a drug addict?
A drug addict.
Yeah.
You know, actually, right now, according to the generation that we have right now,
Yes.
there's a very, very, very big problem, drug addiction.
Sure.
Whether it's in churches, where places of work, even in schools, people are being recruited and all that.
Yeah.
If someone is out there and maybe suffering from drug addiction and all that, the best thing to do, it's just the same as mental health issue. Find someone that you trust.
Sure.
But sometimes it's really difficult to find someone that you can talk to unless as an adult first, let's say for example, if my son is struggling with drug addiction, first I have to create an environment where my son or my daughter feels free, like an environment where young people can express themselves.
Yeah.
Because there's no, it's nearly impossible to open up in an environment where like the environment itself is not conducive enough for you to speak about anything. It's like if you're a drug addict talker, we don't need you.
Sure.
So when you kick this, first we have to create an environment where people can speak.
Yeah.
Because if that environment is not there, then they will end up deep. They're still going to like, it's like umechimba shimo na bado unaendelea kuchimba.
Yeah.
So the first step is just finding someone that you can trust. Talk about your addiction.
Yeah.
The speaking stage, like the moment you start talking about something, that's the first step of healing.
Yeah.
Whether it's drug addiction or any other type of addiction.
Okay.
The talking stage. But you have to find someone that you can talk to.
Yeah.
But before you find someone that you can talk to, there has to be an environment that allows you to speak about yourself or about your condition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now, I went through your profile. I saw you were once a boxer, a footballer like me, and then at some point you were also a dancer. And you are a dancer. So, how did you get yourself to dance and choreography? Maybe.
Okay. Okay. When I was introducing myself, I forgot to say this.
Yes.
When I was growing up, you know, my official name is Samuel Onyango Mbogo.
Yes.
So my dad is a Luo.
Yeah.
Mom was a Luya.
Yeah.
I've used the word was because I lost my mom when I was 4 years old.
Sorry.
So I was raised in an environment where our family setup was like, it was broken.
Yeah.
It was broken.
Yeah.
So I never really had a place to go back to kila siku. In most part of my life.
Yeah.
So I wanted to discover something. I wanted to figure out something that would make me relate with my peers.
Yeah.
So that's when I discovered my talent for football.
Yeah.
Football, I was so good in football that football became like my peaceful place.
Yeah.
And then after that, I discovered my talent for dance. And then my dad moved us from a place known as Fotanyayo to Dandora.
Yeah.
And when we were in Dandora, I noticed that crime ilikuwa mingi sana.
Yeah.
So God gave me this ability to just, I'm always the type of person who wants to do what no one else is doing.
Yeah.
So I wanted to introduce something different in Dandora because most of my friends were losing their lives through crime and all that. So apart from just being a dancer myself, I started training dancers around Dandora and all that. And through the grace of God, most of them became like celebrities in Kenya and all that. Yes, big celebrities.
For example, maybe mention names.
Bruce Newton.
Wow, Bruce Newton.
I'm the one who trained him.
Wow.
From scratch, like Bruce Newton.
Yes.
There's in FBI team. There's a guy in FBI known as Emmanuel.
Yeah.
The FBI dance team.
Yeah.
The FBI dance team is one of the most legendary dance teams from this side of Africa.
Okay.
So there's Emmanuel from FBI, and then there's a team known as Matata. Yeah. Right now. Yeah. From Norway. They used to be, two of them used to be dancers in FBI, Freddie and Marcus. Marcus was also my student. Then there's a famous dancer in Thika known as Betty Kramula. She travels the world, sometimes in Dubai and all that. She was also my student.
Yeah.
So I've trained so many dancers around the country.
Wow.
And it started from scratch in Eastlands. Yeah.
You are okay, sawa. I lack words. So maybe before akina maybe Willie Paul, akina Ekodida, they were based around Mother North and Dandora and around this and the environments. By any chance, kuna venye ulikutana now while growing up maybe?
Okay. You know, one thing about the dance industry and the music industry in Kenya is like in one bracket. Yeah. Because, like, for example, in the year 2018, there's a dancer in Kenya who lost her life.
Yeah.
She was actually Willie Paul's dancer.
Yeah.
Her name was Valerie.
Okay.
That was my student.
Sure.
That was my student. And in fact, Valerie was from Kariobangi North.
Yeah.
One of the most talented dancers in Kenya. But it's not like I'm trying to kujisifu, but I'm just trying to tell you, like, the musicians, the celebrities and all that, the dance industry always works together with the music industry.
Yeah.
So it's like a big family of different people trying to follow their dreams in different stages of their lives.
Yeah.
So most of these people unapata ni people that we grew up with. Willie Paul was a dancer. Willie Paul was a dancer before he became a musician.
Sure.
Bahati was a dancer before he became a musician.
Bruce
Newton was a dancer before he became a musician, but he's still a dancer.
Yeah.
So the music industry grows together with the dance industry.
Okay.
That's how it operates.
So maybe where did you lose the track? Maybe uli lose track because mlikuwa mnafanya nayo kazi and then all of a sudden ukajitenga ukaanza kufunza watu mental health, ukakuwa mentor. So what happened in between?
Okay. I started when I was a kid. I started as a footballer.
Yeah.
Then I became a dancer.
Yeah.
For several years, I only used to train like male dancers.
Yeah.
So our male dancers, it reached a point where watu walianza kuniuliza question, Sam, why do you only train male dancers?
Yeah,
because most of these male dancers had already become like big celebrities in the country.
Yeah.
So I challenged myself.
Yes.
I started training female dancers
Yeah.
in Kenya because apart from under mental health, I'm also like, I champion the ability of, I'm always telling girls to believe in themselves,
Yeah.
like the African girl child.
Yeah.
So that's where iyo mambo ya mental health ilikuja in between, when I focused on sasa training just female dancers around the country.
Yeah.
And through that, through the grace of God, I was able to train several female dancers around the country. But after that, you asked me how did I transition from the dance industry to the mentorship part where I talk about mental health and all that. It's not like I walked out or away from the dance industry.
Okay.
It's only that it reached a point where most of the students that I had trained were now successful enough and strong enough for them to stand on their own 2 feet.
Wow.
And they had also become trainers and choreographers on their own.
Yeah.
So I realized that maybe as much as I'd like to still be a dancer and a choreographer, it would be good if maybe I reach out other people who are not dancers. And that's where mental health comes in, because I don't work alone. There's another lady. She was supposed to be here today, but alichelewa. Her name is Daisy.
Wow.
She's actually an expert for mental health. We work together.
Okay.
Her name is Daisy. Daisy B.
Yeah.
So that's when me and Daisy, we came up with the idea about mental health.
Yeah.
So we travel kwa different parts of the country as we talk about it and to bring awareness about mental health.
Wow. Now, kidogo tu. Part, are you still a boxer?
Okay. Okay. I used to be a boxer.
Yeah.
And to be honest, there's a time when I was still growing up. I was involved in a very bad fight with someone.
Yeah.
And I really hurt that person. Nilimuumiza.
Yeah.
And it nearly became a police case.
Wow.
But it only happened that the parents of that person walikuwa my mentors. So my dad told me, like, Sam, said, you're boxing from today.
Kando kidogo.
You can follow your other talents.
Yeah.
Your other talents. So that's why at some point I had to walk away from the boxing and the fighting side of it.
Wow. Now, in what way do you think dancing and choreography is connected to mental wellness?
Okay. Dance is okay. in what way do I think that dance is connected to mental health?
Yes.
You know, dancing is not just the movement of your body.
Yeah.
Dance is communication.
Sure.
Dance allows you to speak without opening your mouth.
Yeah.
So when you move, you can actually tell a story. You can speak. Unaweza sema something that was. Sometimes you want to express yourself, but you can't use words.
Yeah.
So you use dance to speak, and that's why. Dance is a very, very powerful tool, and dance is directly connected to mental health because dance allows you to speak. As I told you initially, that in order for you to handle your mental health state, your mental hygiene, you have to speak out.
Yeah.
So what happens when you don't have someone to talk to?
You
dance.
Yeah.
You dance.
Yeah.
You express yourself. You
Yeah.
tell a story. So, it's like you are using that. You are using your all the negative energy and everything. You communicate through dance and all that. So dance allows you to express yourself, and somehow you become free.
Yeah.
So dance is actually a very, very powerful tool in terms of mental health.
Sure.
Compared to any other.
I think after this, I'll be a student. You will teach me these moves that at least I know, so that maybe I connect so that I know the moves. At least I'll also help one person in another place. No, now, which occasion maybe or performance that shaped your life as a choreographer?
As a choreographer.
Yeah.
Okay. The highlight of my career as a dancer was when I won 1 million shillings.
1M.
Yeah.
At what age maybe?
I think it was like 6 years back. 7 years back, I think.
Wow.
Immediately after high school.
Wow.
Immediately after high school.
Yeah.
I won 1 million shillings.
Yeah.
With my team. We had a team. I can't take all the credit because it was teamwork. It was more of teamwork.
Sure.
We were known as, most of the students that I used to train in Eastlands, they were known in Kenya as Titans All-Stars in Sakata Mashariki. So when they were in Sakata, by that time I was in Kisumu. So I trained them in Nairobi, but then I moved to Kisumu. Then afterwards, they did not win that first competition, Sakata Mashariki on Citizen TV. They moved to K24. There was another competition known as Katika. So they called me back like, hey, Sam, there's another dance competition that we want to participate in. And since you're the one who trained us, let's work together. So we worked together and we actually won 1 million shillings for K24. And it was, I think it was that highlight of my dance career, because from there was that U-turn. I learned so many things through that.
Yeah.
That was the highlight of my dance career.
Congratulations for that. And then you team yako bado mko nayo?
Okay, what happened is that with success comes responsibility.
Sure.
So immediately after that, after winning the grand prize, people had different ideas.
Yeah.
Mwingine anataka kuanzisha biashara. Another one wanted to be a musician.
Yeah.
That's why, like right now, Marcus is a musician with the Matata in Norway.
Yeah.
The other one, known as Emmanuel, is in America now. He has been in the United States of America for several years.
Yeah.
And then we have another one known as Mifwit. He's actually introducing a different creative side of boxing or fighting, martial arts.
Yeah.
Martial arts in Kenya, like a competition. They all took different fields of profession. Others became photographers, directors, and all that. So by winning that grand prize, it's like everyone got like their own capital to pursue their childhood dreams.
Yeah.
So it's not like we became enemies, but kila mtu alifuata ndoto yake in different fields. I pursued mine, and huyo mwingine pursued theirs, but at least we've maintained communication.
Yeah, you do communicate.
We communicate.
That's very important.
Yeah.
Now, how is maybe creativity? Can you say using creativity is a tool or an outlet of healing?
I believe that creativity is the highest form of healing. Okay. Because if I may just go back to the scripture, the Bible says that your gift shall take you to the presence of kings, and your gift shall take you in the presence of great people. So you realize that even God himself, God has like his own way of bringing out our greatness. And even before we were in our mother's, God is the one who gives creativity. So I'm very sure, like 100% sure that creativity is the future. Creativity allows you to express yourself in a way that you can't express yourself in any other field of profession. So I believe that creativity is like the highest form of healing on its own. When you're creative, you're allowed to be yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, about mentorship, what values do you emphasize on, or principles do you emphasize on when guiding a young person?
Okay. When I'm guiding young people,
Yeah.
what I usually do, because I get several invitations to secondary schools, primary schools, universities, and institutions of talents.
Yeah.
So anytime I'm there and I'm talking to like a particular age group, youths,
Yeah.
young people,
Yeah.
one thing that I always emphasize is their potential. Their potential. Like I'm always reminding, specifically girls, I'm always reminding girls, like, beauty is not enough.
Yeah.
Beauty is not enough.
Sure.
You can't just be physically beautiful and expect to be successful in life.
Sure.
You also have to be mentally beautiful.
Sure.
Like, if I'm cute, my brain has to be
Cute.
10 times more.
Sure.
Like, I have to be cute mentally also.
Sure.
Because when you have the full package,
Yeah.
you look good.
Yeah, sure.
But your brain also, it's like, when you walk in a room and you look good, you're smart and all that.
Yeah.
This is like my trick.
Yeah.
When someone walks in a room, they always have like their own different energies.
Yeah.
So if you're a lady, mtu anaona ni mrembo. If you're a man, mtu anaona ni handsome. But when you open your mouth to speak,
Yes.
now they see the beauty of your brain.
Yeah, very
They
true.
respect you even more.
Sure.
Because the beauty of your brain supersedes any other form of beauty. So that's how I mentor young people.
Yeah.
I tell them to sharpen their brain more than they sharpen their nails and all that.
Yeah. Now, how do you see transformations in maybe from the people you've mentored? Is there transformation maybe after mentoring a group of youth? After some times, do they transform?
I think that's one of the biggest success that
Yeah.
God has always given me as a mentor,
Yeah.
because I would say that with every advantage, there's a disadvantage. With every good thing, there's like a dark side of it. But so I would say like this: 80% of all the students that I've ever trained always succeed in life. Most of my students, some of the most successful mentors in this country were my students. If you go to the music industry, you find people like Bruce Newton, you find Marcus, you find Emmanuel in America, you find Betty Kramula in Dubai. When ukirudi kwa this other industry, you'll still find my students. So what is the common factor? You find that it goes back to the source. Like, I always make sure that I train my students in such a way that even when I'm not with them, they are still leaders in their fields of profession. Yeah. So that's the result that I always find.
Now, about traveling, what inspired you to start maybe travel vlogging?
Okay. Since I was young,
Yeah.
I've always been the type of person who loves. I'm always addicted to traveling.
Yeah.
Because by traveling, it's like traveling gives me peace of mind. So I started vlogging when I stay in Nairobi, but my dad stays back in Kakamega County.
Yeah.
So there's a time I visited my dad, and I just started recording him akikamua ng'ombe and all that. And through that, we started a conversation where my dad alikuwa like, Sam, I like what you're doing, but can you talk?
Yeah.
Like, can we record this conversation?
Yeah.
And through recording that conversation with my dad, I noticed that I could actually inspire people through this. So I started traveling, like walking around the village and just interviewing different people around the village. And through that, the vlogging side of me was born.
Yeah.
So I started moving. Kenya has like 47 different counties.
Sure.
So I started traveling to different Kenyan counties,
Yeah.
telling stories. When I'm in Ukambani, I tell the story of Ukambani. Like, for example, here in Kamulu, there's a place known as Ekatano.
Yeah.
I visited that place and I noticed, like, kumbe, in Kamulu, there are young people when you wako in the age of 30, between 30 and 35,
Yeah.
who've actually built their own retirement homes
In Kamulu.
in Kamulu.
Wow.
There's a place known as Ekatano.
Yeah.
The people who own those houses are actually young people, imagine.
Wow,
So
wow.
I created stories about that and all that. But the problem that they have is clean water.
Yeah.
So I gave a friend of mine an idea about selling fresh water and things like that. So through that, traveling also allows me to learn about different cultures and all that. So that's how I got addicted to vlogging and all that. That's why my name is WOMBSAMVLOG.
Okay. Now, in Kenya, we have 47 counties.
Yeah.
Maybe county gani uja visit ama visit zote so far?
Hapana. Sija visit zote. Sija visit zote because you find that when you are in Nairobi, hata Nairobi sija visit yote.
Yeah.
But I've been to several counties around Kenya.
Yeah.
And one thing I've noticed about Kenya, Kenya has a population of like 55 million people scattered within these 47 counties. So with every county, there's like a different, with every county, there's a different story that unapata, you learn like a different culture from there. So when I'm in Ukambani, I learn about vitu mpya about the Kamba culture ya Wakamba. When I'm in Muranga, I learn about the Kikuyus. Like right now, I have a class I'm training in Kiambu Town.
Yeah.
I train classes in Kiambu Town. I'm learning new things there.
Sure.
So, nime visit county kadhaa around Kenya.
Wow. Maybe which destination impacted your life most?
In terms of co-visit?
Yeah.
Okay, I would say ni Mombasa.
Okay.
Mombasa. There's a time I was in Likoni.
Yeah.
And I noticed that watu walikuwa wanatembea barefoot. Ikifika jioni, tulikuwa tu tunatembea barefoot. So it really had a very big impact kwa maisha yangu because I noticed that of all the counties that I've visited, Mombasa, like Apo Likoni was like, Apo Shelly Beach was the most unique because it really had like a big impact kwa maisha yangu sababu I noticed that the things that people value in these other counties, like good dress code, there's that simplicity.
Yeah.
Simplicity, some level of simplicity in Likoni that inspired me it kind of made me proud to be an African. So I would say my vlogging in Likoni and creating content around there had like a very big impact in terms of the type of content that I create.
Wow.
Yeah.
I've never been to Likoni, but soon tutaenda na wewe.
Exactly.
Now, how do we weave storytelling into your travel experience?
Pardon?
How do you weave storytelling in your traveling experience?
How do I
weave storytelling?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing about me is that I always have this thing in me about storytelling.
Yes.
I can tell I can like create a story from anything. So anytime I'm traveling, like before I travel, I always do extreme research in terms of the area that I'm traveling to, so that I can connect with the locals.
Sure.
So that one allows me not only to tell their story, but even when you interview people, like they feel like you're part of them because you know their ancestry line, you know their cultures. Sometimes I even dress like them sometimes, and that one helps me to tell stories when I visit different counties.
Sure.
So with storytelling comes a lot of research and all that.
Yeah.
So it's easy to tell stories when you've researched well. So storytelling and travel is like one thing because it's not easy to tell a story about people that you've not researched on.
Sure.
Exactly.
Now, what's the connection between traveling and mental wellness in your view?
Okay. As I said about mental health is all about how we were raised. Let me go back to how we were raised as Africans. As Africans, we are trained and raised to go to school, get a job, survive, get a child. then your child will repeat the circle. He goes to school, gets a job, survives, then your grandkid inherits from there. So what usually happens is that it helps me to change the narrative. I'm always trying my best to tell people, like, who sets these rules? Who tells me that I have to be in a nafaa kukua design flani? So I use all this to change the narrative in Africa, because we are raised in a society where people don't actually believe in our dreams.
Yeah.
So I'm always trying my best to make sure that I raise that awareness of people believing in themselves, and that's where mental health comes in.
Yeah.
You cannot inspire someone who's depressed.
Yeah, sure.
You first have to clean out the depression before you inspire them.
Sure.
And the best way to inspire someone, by the way, is by believing in them.
Wow.
Because the moment you believe in someone's dream, it cancels every voice, the small voice that they have in their mind.
Yeah.
That voice of your auntie 10 years ago who told you that you will never rise up to become anything in life.
Sure.
When you find someone who believes in you, even me and you will find that you're always more connected to you can have like a big circle of friends, but the ones who believe in you, you will find that you connect to them more. Because that is the one thing that humans don't have, people who believe in them.
Yeah.
So that's where mental health comes in. It's really, really difficult to inspire someone when they are depressed and they are not in a good state of mind. So that's where mental health comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. As we finish,
Yeah.
you wear many hats.
Yeah.
You are a mentor.
Yeah.
You are a mental health practitioner. You are a travel vlogger. And then you are also a choreographer. How do you balance all these roles at a go?
Okay. Like right now, there's a similar question I answered like that one, but this one is a bit different. I forgot to tell you this.
Yes.
I started as a footballer.
Yeah.
I started my life like as a footballer. Football gave me the ability to be disciplined.
Yes.
When I walked away from the football field and I became a dancer, dance trained me the ability to be excellent.
Yeah.
Dance gave me the excellence that I have.
Wow.
From that, I became a mentor
Yeah.
to people by talking and speaking about mental health.
Yeah.
By talking and speaking about mental health, it has given me the ability to empathize, the ability to put myself in other people's shoes.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm running away from any field of profession.
Yeah.
It's like I'm still all this but in one.
Yeah.
Even right now, there's a dance school that have opened in Kiambu Town.
Wow.
I have a dance school in Kiambu Town.
Yeah.
I'm still a mentor. I mentor people in high schools.
Yeah.
I still talk to my friends who are still footballers. So I have like different lives, but I'm just one person, but I still have a connection in all these fields of profession. So these are different stages that make me who I am. The
Sure.
footballer in me reminds me that I always have to be disciplined.
Yeah.
The dancer reminds me about consistency and excellence. So
Yeah.
all these fields, I cannot be one without the other. That's why it's easy for me to do all this in one, to multitask.
Yeah.
Because nina learn vitu tofauti in all these fields of profession.
Very true.
Yeah.
I wish I had that energy. Maybe okay. So at the moment, I'm just a father.
Okay.
I'm a husband, and then I'm a journalist. But these three roles are really giving me tough time. Now I wonder, you having more than playing three roles at a go. It needs a maybe it's a call.
It's a call.
And then it needs maybe grace from God.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, maybe what legacy do you want to leave behind?
Okay. Legacy.
Yeah.
I believe that 100 years before today, I was not alive. Me and you, we were not alive.
Sure.
And 100 years from now, we will not be alive.
Yeah.
So we only have like a limited time span
Sure.
to leave a footprint in this planet.
Yeah.
The type of legacy that I would like to leave behind is the type of legacy where I mentor people who become better than me.
Yeah.
I want to be remembered as the person who mentored people who became greater than me. I don't want to mentor, to be the type of mentor who mentored people who became, when you only rise to my level.
Yeah.
When I'm no longer alive, I want to be remembered as the mentor who mentored people who became greater than him.
Yeah.
That's the type of legacy that I'd like to leave behind.
Wow. Now, Mr. Sam, if you could give maybe one life lesson in the roles that you carry as a mentor, as a travel vlog, as a mental health practitioner, and the rest. If that's just one life lesson, what could it be?
If I would give one life lesson, it would be this, like straight to the point.
Yes.
Never, this is something that I've learned through all these fields of profession, but just in one lesson.
Yes.
Never do anything in life if God is not the center of it.
Sure.
Because it doesn't matter how famous you become. It doesn't matter how wealthy you become.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how influential you become. If God is not the center, at the center of your creativity, you will always run out of ideas.
Yeah.
But when God is your source of creativity,
yeah,
people will always be shocked, like, where does he get his ideas? Where does she get her ideas?
Yeah.
But what they don't know is that your secret is God himself.
Yeah.
He gives you ideas.
Yeah.
He's like an ocean, na ye unachukua tu maji.
Yeah.
So people think that it's you, but it's actually, you're just a vessel God is using you. So that is the biggest secret and the biggest lesson that has taken me through all these years,
Sure.
that has given me excellence.
Yeah.
Making sure that God is the center of my creativity and the source of my creativity.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Now,
Yeah.
can you, as we finish, can you please tell us where we can find your services?
Okay. My name is Samuel Onyango Mbogo. On social media, I'm known as WOMBSAMVLOG. On TikTok, I'm known as WOMBSAMVLOG. On YouTube, I'm known as WOMBSAMVLOG. On Facebook, I'm WOMBSAM. On Instagram, I'm WOMBSAMVLOG. And in case you'd like to contact me, you can contact our host, or you can also, let's say, for example, maybe you need someone who can, maybe you'd like to meet me, or maybe you'd like us to exchange ideas and all that. My contact, is it okay for me to give my contact on?
Yeah, no problem.
My contact is 0769 928800. So in case of maybe mentorship, dance classes, physical fitness, anything to do with mental health, I have a friend that we work with. Her name is Daisy. And if you contact us, we'll always get back to you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
My brother, it was a pleasure having you here.
Thank you.
I believe that our viewers have gained one thing or a thing or two. And we promised we will bring more guests, and then we shall also have part 2 of this conversation with you after some time. I'm really blessed. I'm really inspired by the way. Okay, me personally, I've learned a lot of things. I believe our viewers too have learned a thing or two. Yeah, so thank you so much for giving us your demanding time. I know you are a very busy person. Thank you for kukubali mwito wetu within the shortest within the short notice. It will see. I'm really humble and I appreciate so much. Thank you so much, my brother.
I also appreciate the fact that you took your time to invite me.
Yeah.
And I also salute you. One of the reasons why I respect you so much is because I've also learned so much from you.
Yeah.
I'm inspired by your excellence.
Sure.
Your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I know when I checked your channel online.
Yeah.
I just saw excellence.
Yeah.
The backdrop, like the way you work through excellence.
Yeah. Wow.
That is actually why I'm here today.
It is God.
Thank you so much for your excellence. Inspired me.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Sir. I'm really humble.
Okay.
Wow. What an inspiring conversation with Mr. Samuel Onyango. I'm really happy today. This is a very successful episode that you don't want to miss. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, and share so much so that it can reach any other person. If at wale ambao wako ushago. If you enjoyed today's episode, share, subscribe, like, and comment. Please leave a comment to us. Until next time, keep growing, keep going. Walk your journey with purpose, This I'm Brian Omondi, the host behind the Journey podcast. Thank you so much. Until next time. Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you so much.